All right. So I think sometime this year, last year, I did a live where it was called My Vinyl Weighs a Brick. And in it, I showed a lot of the vinyl records that I happen to have on hand. A lot of the other records I own are in my garage right now. I don't feel like sorting through all of them, but one of the albums was Canibus-Rip the Jacker. And I said I was going to do something regarding that in the future. And today is the day when I talk about the instrumentals of that album. So I don't think I've reviewed an instrumental album yet. So I wanted to make this one the first. A couple years back, I remember looking up the album to listen to on my phone in my car or something like that. And then I realized they had the instrumentals up as an album. And it showed up under Canibus's albums. It also shows up under Stoupe, which is the producer. But when I saw it under Canibus, that's when I realized that they had put the instrumentals out. So I was like, oh. And on top of that, if I ever do find this on vinyl, that's an instant. This album came out back in, it says 2009 on here, but it didn't come out in 2009. I think this came out in 2005 or 2006. Wait, let me think about that. It might have been 2004 or 2003, actually. You know what? Let's go look. I'm about to find out right now before I pull everything up. (2003). So I'm gonna pull this up real quick. So Rip the Jacker came out in 2003. So this is years back. And this is the album that Canibus dropped right before he joined the army. So if anyone is familiar with Canibus as a rapper, you probably remember that year, or I mean not year, that era. But I remember this was at the time was my favorite artist. So whenever this album dropped, and then after that there was a drought since he was in the army, and I remember that drought. I felt like that shit lasted forever. But when this album dropped, I was kind of irritated because I was not feeling it. And I kept listening to it and listening to it and listening to it and listening to it even more and more and more. There was only one track I liked. Listening to it more and more and more. And then as I got older, everything started making more sense to me. And then I realized, like, this is poetry. Like, this album is literally poetry over some ill-ass beats. And the beats, it took me a while to start understanding, because a lot of these beats have like a specific aura, and years later, I'm basically, whenever I hear the beats, like I visualize I'm in these different places. And that's the reason why I chose to bring up this instrumental album, because I want to focus on just the instrumentals. A lot of people, I think that the rap is going to be above your head, so we're just going to focus on the instrumentals. But a lot of the songs have like specific auras to them. For example, Canibus, the first song, is a sample from Candyman. It's a song that's in Candyman, and I think that shit's real dope. I put that in the playlist that's in my bio for the Halloween. But there's a track on here called M Secrecy.
Create literature, know firsthand just how difficult creating meaning.
There are no options. You know. If I weren't a writer, I think I'd be a total psychological mess.
A lot of suckers
always interests me is that he didn't scratch. Like he played like I don't even know how to describe it. I still don't know how to describe it. Like he played the like the scratch, what material would have been scratched. He just played it like directly from like a CD player. Like you could hear the shit in the background, but it works though. It's so experimental, but it ended up working, and I'm still blown away by that. And he doesn't do that on every single track, but on that track in particular, I'm always like, yo, how the fuck did y'all make this work? Because when I got older and started getting my music programs and started like connecting my turntables to them and doing this and that and trying to experiment and see shit, I don't know how that worked. I don't know how it was able to work. No Return is a track I really like. This song has a sample that's from like a different country. Drums kick in though. Let's run that back. Them drums kick in so rough. It sounds like an MPC, but that's the knock that this song needed. Actual song, if you ain't familiar with it, it just goes to prove. Poet Laureate 2 is one of my favorite beats of all time. But I'm gonna show y'all the showtime
All of this is part of the abduction phenomenon. And not only that, people come back with unusual marks on their bodies and scars on their bodies that weren't there literally the day before or an hour before. That right there, bro.
Like that sample work is fucking ridiculous. That shit is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Still on this This is the song I bumped for. Straight up. Too, like I don't even think he's scratching on that. I think he's just playing the sample, but it's like, yo, this was some ahead of its time production, and it's something that people really got to sit back and think about, because ever since this album and when I've finally developed an appreciation for it, like I never heard beats like this again. Every now and then I'll hear beats that kind of sound like this, but I haven't heard a solid project that matches this or like matches that aura. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But this is an album I'm not expecting everybody to feel or everybody to bump. I'm not expecting everybody to suddenly throw on this instrumental album while they trying to drive them and their homegirls to the function or some shit. This is something for hip hop heads to really just listen to later in the day or at night, just to analyze. But when you analyze this and you really listen to what's going on here, you'll probably see what I'm talking about. Like, no one does this type of style. Like, no one can do this type of style. Like, this was when Stoupe was really just really creative, but also had his ear not necessarily to the streets, but just to his roots, different regions, different countries. Like, he's always gotten samples, I feel, from the most diverse places. If you heard the song The Wolf on Visions of Gandhi, Jedi Mind Tricks, and you recognize that sample, then you know what I'm talking about. But this album, instrumentals, 11 songs, 45 minutes. This is a really good album. I really like it. I mean, I've liked it for like 20 something years. Legendary album, in my opinion. I really like the instrumentals, and that's the reason why I wanted to pull these forth, to try to get people to listen to before they try to take on the album, because I don't think the album will resonate with a lot of people. But 2000 BC, one of his best albums. Mic Club, also a really solid album, along with Melatonin Magic, fire album. That's my trinity. Those three albums are the cannabis trinity. Rip the Jacker is one of the albums I would put in that, but I think that album is more just for me. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Shout outs to Canibus, one of my favorite MCs of all time. Shout outs to Stoupe, one of my favorite producers of all time. This is the birth of a fantastic project, instrumentals and album. fire. But yeah, I'm about to get something to eat. I'm hungry. Peace out.